Yeah, but have you checked your GoPro settings? Maybe there's a
well,
no
I had sound earlier too, remember? Oh, maybe it's because I had...
Hey,
say something, Ty.
What's that?
Okay, so yeah, we got sound now.
All right, we'll just come over here. Just fly on the wall.
We're working now, guys. Come on, Donnie.
Hello, sir. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for being with us. Yeah. A year ago, September 2nd, I got caught up in the Zuckerberg purge for some reason. I have no idea why. I just have I waited a year, and now I just wanted to send a message to see if I get my account reactivated. Understand you're part of global security. I'm just trying to, you're my only point of contact. Apparently, there's not, the kiosk isn't even available, and apparently they couldn't even move it outside and blah, blah. You want me to wear a mask to feel more comfortable?
The unfortunate part is that the campus is closed.
So that's what I was worried about too.
Yeah.
COVID campus, obviously issues this week. So you know, when does my public accommodation? When can I get a voice in? I mean, obviously you're not the whole thing is just an insulated mess.
Right. On a normal day, there are no technical support people at these campuses.
Right.
It's all remote data centers and call centers.
Understood. But as I said previously, when we brought attention to the issues of people getting deplatformed, they put kiosks eventually in this lobby.
We had customer support forms. Unfortunately, there's nobody to even process those at this time.
So,
I understand. So, the address that we've been told to give for customer support is facebook.com/hacked, HACKED.
Okay.
They'll walk you through a series of steps, ask a series of questions, and drill down into your specific problem, and then a ticket is created.
Okay. I'll try to use this for the ticket creation issue. Have you tried the experiences yourself?
Yes, I did walk myself through up to the point of submitting the page. Yeah.
Okay, so it is useful. Is there an entry where a user can enter it, or is it essentially a voicemail prompt? For example, Amazon is a good example.
It's a web page. It's a web page. You fill out the form and submit it.
We submitted that form. If it's the same form as it was on the kiosk.
Yeah.
Before?
So we've done pretty much.
This is it's completely separate.
Yeah.
This is an external website.
Right.
The /hacked will take you to. Have you got connection right here? So I won't be able to walk you through anything, but it is fairly self-explanatory, and it is not the customer service support form.
Okay. Because before we never got received any responses or anything.
So here's a situation where, report compromised account. So when I went through this process before,
you have seen this.
Well, they only allowed me to submit photographs. They don't allow me to text. Mine doesn't fit. Mine doesn't pigeonhole. It just will shut off. And I was probably one of the first journalists to ever use Facebook in 2008, to tell you the truth, as a platform, is where everybody's using like Instagram now. The personal stuff. So I've been using my account adversarially, but within bounds. I'm an engineer, local, blah blah blah. As you know, trying to create the portal that Facebook is today. Back in the day, they only had what I consider to be only. I said there was no spinach, there was no vegetables. There was no meat to or nutritional value to Facebook.
About the internet?
No, Facebook. Back in the day, they would only, because everybody just post their pictures of their beautiful children and birthdays and stuff. I'm not recording here, but I am recording because I'm a journalist, because we get falsely accused of so much things wherever we go. So, my point isn't to make you popular, it's just to protect ourselves, and so that's why all this stuff's going on. And it's, I'm not here to try to create a viral moment, I'm trying to solve a problem. And my problem is the insulation is starting to tighten and harden, as opposed to allow one of the longest time users using it creatively and unconventionally to try to get a message, following all the rules, waiting a year, blah blah blah, and here I am, and I don't even live locally. I'm on the other side of the bay. So, and he come in for a couple hundred miles away.
Is it Tai?
Yeah, it is Ty.
Tai. So my name is Phil. I'm with the Global Security Group.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I appreciate your stance,
Yeah.
and I don't mean for you to even get the tsunami of information.
No,
It's just
it's something that we hear often.
okay. When I submit pictures as opposed to the text, I'm just if you have management meetings, just say, hey, when people do show up, if there's just a text to follow, just like any type of accountability of some sort of receipt, if you will, so then then I could submit. In any case,
No, it's unfortunate. Security in the internal groups and Facebook.
right. And I'm not here to try to pierce the membrane, so to speak, but I am here to try to illustrate, in good faith, somebody who is trying to communicate.
I
with
understand
Facebook.
your point completely.
Yeah,
I
and
really
I
do.
understand your situation, but it's that.
Yeah.
It's the mechanism that they set up. It's this solar system, if you will, where we got an asteroid built in between us. So.
And this solution here is the only one that we've been given to give to users that come to the campus.
Okay. Let me see if. Yeah, it's gonna say log in. When I log in, I'll try it. But my expectation is, because my account's been flagged, it's a circular trap,
It
if
is.
you will. So, hey, I appreciate your.
Thank you for at least being honest with us.
I do apologize for the inconvenience, guys.
I understand. I understand your job, and we're all trying to do the right thing, I think. But considering a faux whistleblower who's essentially asking for more censorship is really a concern. So that's why he prompted me to say, hey, why not come down here and see if I can just get my account reactivated following all the rules, and still with no. It just seems like you just scrape off the muscles, if you will. The barnacles.
They do give us one other method of communication for the press. Press@fb.com. It's an email address that can be sent to.
Press@fb.com.
Yeah.
I never got a response because I asked for an interview with
yeah.
one of the gals
So you're
here.
familiar with the email address?
Well, I'm familiar with. I believe I used it, but I appreciate the.
I'll take you to the bathroom in just 1 second.
Because if they don't expect, from a citizen to citizen point of view, it seems like it's a PR game. If they don't expect favorable coverage, they're not going to respond. So it's very, it's just bizarre. That's all. Because since the government's using it, it just seems like I'm locked out. Like Oakland, for example, has certain meetings and stuff that are organized on Facebook. I have a disability that wasn't taken into account, regardless of whatever it is. So it's like it's almost a PTSD thing. We have to. I appreciate you taking time. Yeah, thank you, by the way. This is how the interaction is supposed to go, but it's just supposed to, in my opinion, have some these files, a written form that you can take in and submit or something like that.
Understood.
It just seems to me that the problem's not trying to be solved.
Thank you.
I think it's
Hey guys.
Here, you can take it and talk to us for a minute.
Oh, and I don't know if you heard, I gave you the backstory, but I think you heard.
Oh, hold on, let's load up the truck and we'll do it inside the truck.
Okay.
Or how about this? Why don't you take everything inside the truck? That way my license plates aren't being displayed and stuff. So here, you grab this.
Oh, that's the camera?
That's the camera. That's the one that's working right now. This.
Sorry guys, my
and
mug.
this battery.
Hey Donnie! Oh!
Gosh.
We got a 1 bounce battery.
I thought you had it. I was missing.
How would I have had it?
I didn't know. I thought.
We got to get backpacks and stuff for you.
Ooh, when the lights went out. But you got it?
Oh, weird. That sucks.
All right. So you can go talk to him while I load up.
Well, hey, why don't you chat with them? We'll load up. Should I show them the load up procedure now? Is that like a security issue?
I don't care. It doesn't bother me. They've seen it before.
Yeah, well, I just don't want to get my. I'm. I have a face for radio. I'm older now, so.
Well, just talk to him. Keep him entertained.
Yeah, I know, but I don't even know what to entertain. I'm over at Facebook here, and this is Eddie's gig.
Looks like.
Oh yeah, okay. So previously, what we would do is this would be, hey, while he's loading up a scooter, I'm just going to give a visual. That's why I'm talking. I'm not asking for any more. You understand? So this is the Facebook. It's Building 18, where they usually have a customer portal. And, I don't know what else to say here. I don't want to focus on any employee. I don't want to try to cross any type of line. You know, I'm trying to do things in good faith here to try to open up as a spigot. But if our assumptions, which have been consistent so far for months and months and months, that, you know, this is an intentional social credit score type of diabolical tool that's being developed.
Has a credit score of negative 5,000.
I shouldn't have a credit score of negative anything, right? That's the thing, is I've been unconventional. In 2008, I started to use this to comment on the news that had gone from, or the news that had gone from media. I consider anything media entertainment. Press is adversarial coverage of, you know, we talk about taxes. You relay the message, and then you say, hey, low taxes are good or bad, right? Or high taxes or whatever. Is this raise of... You have to provide some type of accountability for the system. And obviously, the information that we see, that you're seeing right now, the Bay Area doesn't see. It's like, the best analogy I have is Pyongyang. You go to Pyongyang, they have no clue that their countrymen are being starved when there's a drought or whatever. You know, I probably even routinely, I think, you know, it's like, you know, hey, if we don't have enough resources to feed the minions, and so they just cut off resources and just have millions of people die, and that's communism. You know, it's and so you have an idyllic, I call it de facto communism, which is of fact or in practice of reality. So the communism is you'll choke off. Well, I'm just going to start calling it human infrastructure, right? Because that's how they used it. They choke off the human infrastructure as they deem fit to service the de facto Politburo, or the elites, if you will. We got to start using terms that are more applicable, as opposed to socialism. They call it National Socialism, like National Socialists of Germany, right? We have to start using the terms that are more effective, as opposed to falling in line and simply allowing their language to become our vocabulary, which is what I try not to do. But because of that, for me to communicate stuff always seems like I take an extra 30 minutes of preface. But that's what we have to start trying to do. We have to start talking in terms, instead of allowing the federal government. Well, yeah, because I try to fill in detail, I color commentary, if you will. You know, and Eddie said he's, you know.
Oh, I love it when you start doing it.
Well, because it's detail, and it's like, it's what I'm trying to pass on. It's all a relay race, right?
Hey,
and so here I am with all my white hair. I'm trying to pass it on. Yeah, apparently the campus is closed, which we didn't know. They don't have any signs on, so I would even question that. The whole thing is just what they call arbitrary and capricious. So I'm going to try to get you over to Eddie as soon as possible.
Hold on 1 second. Get in the back.
So, in case, this is Building 18, used to be public accessible for public accommodation, where governments stood transacting business, buying ads. It's like a bookstore, you know, but this is where they do their data center stuff, and they should have, like a university would have to have policies on when they receive federal or state money, that they have to have some type of due processes involved, and they don't have that.
Nope, they don't at all. Hopefully we're still live.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're still live.
I can provide some background.
All right, guys. So we're gonna go to San Francisco. You guys want to roll with us? We'll take you on a ride with us. I want to see if this hooks up. If this hooks up, I don't know why my other camera's not working. I really don't. But I know all of you fans of the show love to watch us driving.
Really?
Yeah, no, they like going on trips with us. That camera's not going to work right there. So, well, let's see how that looks.
Oh, hey, why don't I? Well, this is where the monopod would come in handy, probably.
Yeah, you can hold the camera, huh?
Here, let me grab it out just in case we come out. And use it.
Thank you, Sheepdog. But we'll show you guys around the campus.
Well, there's really not much to show, but yeah.
Is this thing still charging?
No.
Oh, it came unplugged.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we keep this charged. No radio. Sounds good for you? All right. So what we'll do then, folks, is we'll take you to San Francisco. We're gonna go get a pastrami sandwich, I think. Is that where we're going?
All right, hey, so
Or
I'm going to
tacos.
sign off now. It is exactly, well, not exactly, but 2:50 right now on Wednesday, December 6th. I'm going to start, well, I'll wait till I get off the campus in case something happens.
Yeah. So you wanna man, I wish I could go
Oh,
a little bit lower.
so just, okay, so also what I have is I usually use, well, I often have a head cam.
Turn this thing around so you can see what you're looking at. Does it show you?
It will be upside down. So see, I have a head cam right here, and so it's a first person point of view. But we get so many interactions where potentially false accusations are laid that this is what I do to keep everything civil. And so if you see here, it's flashing. And all right, so we do have the full interaction from the time Eddie initially started the live stream on video, but again, this isn't to go viral or make anybody famous, but that's unfortunately this is the state of what we have to do now. Let's see. Does it have a big thing in the bottom?
Yeah, it does.
So check this out. Look.
The problem is I don't think it'll go that high with the window.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we're trying to manipulate my big, huge JVC 4K camera to work.
Never mind.
It's not working?
No. I mean, not that adapter thing.
We're all right for now. Actually, I need it more on. I guess you guys can see. Let's see.
Maybe something underneath there. Is that what you had before?
Here, put this one. I've never used this one before. Try this one. Battery. There we go, guys. It may be a little shaky here and there. Oh, man, you took. Is that? Can you hear me? That water bottle you used a second ago, Ty?
The little one?
Yeah, I just need a little bit of water. So, how you guys doing? So, we are here at Facebook. I'll show you the front. Or actually, I'll go this way so I can. It's faster if we go this way. And then when we get to where the front is, you guys can see the big, huge Facebook sign.
Oh, they missed that on the way in?
Yeah. We'll show you guys the big, huge Facebook sign. So I don't know why the other cameras had no sound. It had sound at first. Now it had no sound. So, all right. So the big Facebook sign is gonna be coming up. I gotta turn left right here. Is this Willow? Yes, it is. I gotta turn left on Willow. So you guys actually won't be able to see it. But did you guys also see? It's just Ty and I. And they had the main security guard, but you saw in the background, when we showed up, there was no security guards back there.
No. Well, so we called the supervisor, or they called the supervisor to ask questions because the frontline guy didn't have any questions. But I guess the protocol would be to call for backup. I guess if there's whatever. I have no idea why they had so many.
I gotta say though, that's the least amount of security guards that I've ever seen.
Yeah, the whole interaction went better than I thought. The campus is closed, and for COVID closed, and not because of what happened the other day.
Yeah.
And they've eliminated, basically, it's like an excuse to eliminate any type of customer service. All right, everybody, COVID-wide, just let's eliminate any ability to give any effective customer service. So all you have to do is, with COVID, of course.
Yeah. So
Whatever.
what do you want? Do you want to do burrito or do you want to do I haven't had pastrami in a while. You want to do pastrami or
If that's
burrito?
what you like, yeah. I mean, whatever.
We're gonna go to the marina. We're gonna go to the marina, guys. We're going downtown San Francisco to the marina. I gotta keep an eye on this battery because when it starts getting low, I gotta plug it into the battery pack and then switch the batteries. I don't know why the GoPros aren't working now. That's something for you and I to figure out.
Yeah, maybe it needs a software. Have you updated the software?
I might not have.
Might be something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, like, keep, you know, connecting to the internet every once in a while.
Sure, yeah. So right now, guys, we're going to, we're on Willow. We're going to go hit up the 280, no, not the 280, the 880. No, the 101, I'm sorry.
Do they really? You follow? They go on these road trips with you?
Yeah, they do. People like it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I can see.
Especially for like, so if people, like if they're sick or...
And
Like,
he's good to go on road trips with. I gotta say, that's true.
they don't have to pay for gas, and they get to see the road.
They don't have to pay for gas? Man!
So what I do is, like, I just explain where we are, and I'll, like, show sites.
Right.
Like, when I went to Paso Robles for the fair, I had it live the whole way back.
Yeah, I mean,
And everybody was enjoying it.
all right, so let's get a little bit Eddie in here because he's not giving us a...
No, don't show my truck.
What? No, I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not. Eddie's not giving himself enough kudos on how much information he actually knows. I always forget, wherever we go, he's a local. He knows, like, all these different places and the people
What
who
are you
still work
showing?
there. And I'm just showing you and whatever the...
You gotta,
you're in the lower... You're in
am
the,
I in there?
Yeah, you're in the corner. Yeah, so I'm just I just grabbed the camera because I want to. We gotta give props to Eddie. So wherever I go, I'm just surprised. I always like, oh, I'm older, right? So I'm like, oh, blah, blah. When I was youngster, I would be able to do blah 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 blah. And he's like, yeah, well, before then, I did blah 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 blah.
Yeah, like there's been like I took Ty where we're going to right now, this pastrami place. Ty was like, I used to live right around the corner and I've
Yeah.
never been to this place.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, when you're a plumber in San Francisco, you travel all over the place.
Yeah, you
and-
get into everybody's inner workings, as they say, huh?
Yeah. So right now we're on Willow. We're about to hit the 101.
It is 3 o'clock.
101
so
North is gonna suck right now.
what day is it? Wednesday. I think we'll be okay as long as we get in.
Well, we're trying to get to Marina. Should we stay in the 101 or should we
Yeah, no.
kick over to 280?
Wait, 280 or 380? 101 right now. Well, because people are going to be leaving the city.
Of course, she'll fucking let me over. Thank you. See, it fits on my little thing. I gotta find a new mount over there or
Oh,
something
you're
for
going to
this.
lose your battery here. Be careful.
You know what I'm gonna? So I want to start doing the police videos, like I told you, Ty, right? Uh-oh, we're getting a weird signal now. And it's slowly coming back. Alright, we're back. We must have been in a bad area there for a minute. Alright guys, so we are...
You've done this before? You literally have people watching you?
Yeah.
And they're making comments?
Yeah. We're almost to the 92
It's just a new
bridge
era.
right now.
Just a new...
You know, I looked up one day. I was when I first moved to Madera. I typed in a search on YouTube for Madera, right? to
No,
learn
that
about
is
it.
Dumbarton. That is Dumbarton down there.
Was that Dumbarton?
Yeah, that's
oh,
Dumbarton.
that's right. The San Mateo's up here.
right up here.
Okay, sorry. So we got off on the. We didn't take the Dumbarton Bridge.
Right. We came up. He came up 101, and I took a Caltrain down.
That's right. Oh well, we were wrong earlier. Somebody was probably yelling at us.
Well, there was no
Yeah.
sound, so we probably didn't make the mistake.
Oh yeah, they didn't know. So right now, guys, we're almost up to what? Maybe 7 or 8 miles from the San Mateo Bridge. He's just a great little dog, isn't he? Ty's loving on Donnie. Everybody's gonna be jealous.
Oh.
So when I first walked into my dentist office, the lady she works on and off there, and I've known her for a long time. She's always been really nice to me. She's like, Eddie, I don't think you could bring that big of a dog in here. And I'm like, he'll be fine. She's like, but we have clients who might be afraid. And I was like, well, then I have to reschedule because I have them here. I can't leave. So then she went and talked, and she came back, and she's like, I don't think you can. I said, okay, let's reschedule. And then she came back, and she's like, no, the doctor, I won't say his name, but he's like, yeah, you can go in there, Eddie. I'm like, all right. And so, oh my gosh, when I was getting my teeth cleaned, the ladies were just going nuts over him.
Oh,
and
is this your dentist down here? I'll
Yeah.
talk about it offline then, because I'm looking for one.
Yeah, I'll send you his information. So, so then the doctor walks in, and I was like, hey, sorry I had to bring Donnie. And what's funny, so my dental hygienist, she's like, hey, doctor, you know what his name is, right? And he's like, yeah, it's Donald J. Trump. I was like, sorry I had to bring him, doctor. And he's like, Eddie, your dog's fine in here. You know me, your family. So he might be going to Vegas this weekend, too, so we might have him hanging out with us.
No way. How cool would that
Well,
be?
he canceled his trip. And he's like, you're going? I just canceled my trip. And I was like, yeah, I'm going. He's all, why didn't you tell me? I would have planned it for this weekend. He's all, you know what? Let me cancel my other trip to Reno, and I'll probably go to Vegas with you. So who knows? So now earlier we had it working on the GoPro, and the sound was coming out. So I don't know why. Maybe
there's
because
all these different settings, and plus you got to update the firmware. So there's a whole bunch of different issues that could be going on.
well, also when I was in
Is this a 9?
that's the 9, yes. When I was in Restream, I hit mute, so maybe I muted the whole stream. Maybe that's what the problem was. Oh, you know what? I bet you that's what the problem is, because I muted the stream and Restream. We're gonna have to try that out, guys. I want to buy a switcher for this, so I can switch it back and forth, so they can both be plugged in at the same time, you know? So how's everybody doing? We're heading up to San Francisco. We'll go to Twin Peaks like we normally do, huh? Get some nice
Oh yeah,
video
that would
footage
be.
from up there.
Wow, you do it. Ask him. Or,
Do you guys want us to go up to Twin Peaks and show you from the top of Twin Peaks? That's what we'll do. Then we'll go over to my favorite.
do they respond? I can.
They're about 30 seconds behind.
Huh.
Your camera's still on, by the way. I don't know if you want it on or not.
Okay.
Your head cam.
Oh, thanks.
And Ty's head cam does come in very, very handy. We were in Hollywood, remember?
Oh yeah.
So Ty and I were in Hollywood, and they had a premiere, or not a premiere, they were having like a...
American Film Festival.
Yeah, the
AFI.
American... Yeah, the American Film Festival.
Institute Festival.
Institute Festival.
AFI.
So they blocked off the whole entire sidewalk. They wouldn't let me through, and I was like, look, bro, I'm not trying to see anything. I just want to get through. It's handicap. You got to have handicap access here. And he was like pushing our buttons and stuff.
Well, the way that they did it was this typical humiliation. They like, oh, I'm sorry, you just have to go like a quarter mile, a couple hundred yards up the back of the road, cross the way, go all the way back across, and then cross the road. It's like, as opposed to just walk across here by about 30 feet, through the entrance. It was just they had a setup you could walk through. It's just he didn't want us to. And you had to walk, what, about 50 feet?
It was
50 feet.
It was a shaman's, whatever, the Chinese theater, ramen Chinese theater.
And so just whatever that entrance is, they had a tarp over it, or a tent, if you will. And he's sitting at one entrance. And so it took his supervisor to come and finally allow Eddie to go through. And I walked around, and I'm just like...
Actually, it was a supervisor of the supervisor.
Yeah, it's a supervisor of the supervisor. It was really bizarre. It's like, dude, why make this big scene? It's like, you can't just block off a public sidewalk without any notice of ramps or anything. So the ramp that they installed was like at 45 degrees, so you couldn't take a mobility scooter down it. And, they probably just did check mark, type of to get the permit. Yeah, we have a ramp, but maybe a semi truck might want to go up that ramp.
You can actually watch that video. It's called Eddie blocking Tai Decker on at the.
Was that it? So you used the head cam? Or
yeah, I used your head cam footage on there. Because the guy started getting threatening with you a little bit.
Yeah, weird. So I have a backstory that you'll see that doesn't really kick in sometimes unless I feel like somebody's really getting oppressed, if you will. And so it might be surprising to some people, but that's who I am. And this that you see right now is just it's just old age. So I try not.
They were saying you were at Facebook. They were saying you're very level-headed. They said if you ever get pulled over, just have Ty talk to the police.
Oh, really? They said that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, Ty is very level-headed. Sometimes he talks over people, but you get used to it. Oh, Drunk Uncle said you two are probably going to sit down and talk for about 2 or 3 hours a day.
Well, that guy's got a lot of. He's Drunk Uncle. If I don't know if he's online right now, I was introduced to him. How much value he brings? Was it Minneapolis?
Yeah, Minneapolis.
It was Minneapolis. He sees a lot, and just through 2D, just through the 2D screen is.
And he's a former liberal, so he brings that side to the table.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
He actually voted for Obama.
Yeah, to get his input was just invaluable. It's just really, really amazing. I was really impressed.
Yeah, Drunk Uncle's awesome. We're picking him up Friday at 9 o'clock at the airport.
You talked him into
9:30.
it,
Huh?
You talked him into it. It's like that John Favreau character.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to Vegas. 100, 200. Oh yeah, $300.
No, I told him. I said I already paid for your stay at the house. He's like, well, I guess I gotta go. And
yeah,
he didn't get the ticket.
The expectation was always. Oh.
Yeah, I was like, get your ticket now. So he finally got his ticket. So we're coming up to the San Mateo Bridge, guys. This is a 92. You can take the 92 over the 280. I don't know which is going to be faster because everybody's heading towards to cross the Bay Bridge now.
Yeah, because probably. Yeah, but then once we get jammed up in the Marin on 280, 19th Avenue, because if you take 101, you can take all those back streets, up and around before you hit 101.
Yeah.
All those streets, but to get the back way up to Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we live streamed when I picked up Willow from. We went down Lombard
Did you really?
Street. Yeah, we went down Lombard Street. Even people on the chat were getting freaked out about the.
Yeah, that's pretty trippy. I should have shown you Filbert Street. I think it's like 1 or 2 over. It's just like a cliff. It just dives right down. I almost got airborne on it and almost smashed into a car backing out of a stall. Not thinking, I thought it was clear, coast was clear. But from the time somebody said coast is clear to me, like trying to get airborne, the car starts backing out, and it was like something in the movie. It stopped just before it smacked.
Yeah, we got 25 people watching us right now.
That's amazing.
And we're on Twitch too, so who knows how many people are watching on Twitch.
Huh.
So pretty soon, we're in
Eddie's
San
a
Mateo.
world-class road tripper, or road tripper.
I like traveling. I just like seeing things. I'm a people watcher, right? And Ty's easy. It's like, Ty, what do you want to eat? He's like, I'm omnivore. I'll eat whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm an omnivore.
That's his favorite quote.
Well, it's just back.
However, though, when I took him to get this pastrami sandwich for the first time, he fell in love.
Oh my gosh, it's like the best classic. The reason I wouldn't necessarily like going back to the world's best type of places is it gets too addicting. Like I can't, how do you enjoy a fourth best Philly steak sandwich?
Yeah.
It's like you can't. So I know, like in some places there, like in Oakland, I know that there's some great places.
Yeah.
But I don't frequent them that often because I couldn't enjoy anything else.
Oh, so, real quick, this is the next step, guys. So now that I have this live view, I have my AirPods. What we need to do is this. I need to, who's on Discord that wants to be in my Discord server? I'm going to have you go in my ear, and you guys can read comments to me through my ear.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So that's what my friend WYSIWYG does. And that's what other people do. So they have people...
Well, that's how the news operates, is when you have those little ear things that you see the reporters have, there's a producer giving them information.
Yeah.
It's very distracting. I don't see how they do it.
So
but
if you guys
very skilled.
Yeah, if anybody on here wants to be part of my chat team to read the chat in my ear on Discord, send me a message at eddieblockfilms@gmail.com. Let me know. Because I should have that right now because I'm driving and I can't really look at the chat. So that's we're moving up in our level of production here, Ty. That's why. So, folks, this is why we're going to Vegas. There's a convention on streaming.
Oh yeah.
And it's
the whole reason behind this was called National Association of Broadcasters.
Yes.
And they would have, there's a lot of focus on live streaming the last few years. And Eddie's professor turned them on to a couple years ago. And Eddie went.
No, we didn't go.
You did. Oh,
no, we signed up and then COVID hit.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You
Yeah.
signed up. Well, that's us. I think you went to the rally in Reno nearby.
I went to the Las Vegas Trump rally with Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember all you guys were jealous because Ben took me to the Trump rally.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Hazard reported.
And we stayed at Trump Tower in Las Vegas.
Awesome.
I'd only known Ben I'd only known Ben for maybe 3 weeks. I'd done one video for him. And I'm sitting there and he calls me at like 11 o'clock at night. And he's like, hey, Eddie, do you have class tomorrow? I said, yeah, I got a test. He's like, well, I got an opportunity. I said, what's that? He's like, we leave in about 5 hours. But if you want to go, we're going to the Trump rally in Las Vegas. All expenses are paid by the radio station. So guess what? I emailed my professor. I said, I'm really sick. Can I take my test later on? They said, yes. So I went to the Trump rally.
Hopefully your professor isn't a subscriber. I
too-
knew it!
It's too late now. I graduated.
I can just imagine just sitting there, him spilling the coffee all over himself. I know it! He would say.
You know, if you said he went to a Bernie Sanders, I wouldn't be upset. But it's fucking Trump.
Oh, he was a liberal.
Actually, I'm trying to remember which professor that was.
Why
I don't
did we
think
pay
he was.
this? Look how smooth all this is. It's sweet.
Yeah, I'm surprised. California actually has some smooth roads.
Yeah, they've repaved around the airport. It's really a nice ride, north at least so far.
This will last for a good maybe.
Well, they
6,
don't even
7
have
months.
they don't have the bought stocks in yet, so it must have just been done fairly recently.
Yeah. So we're coming up on the SFO, guys, the San Francisco Airport.
Oh, I thought it was back there. No, yeah.
We're-
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, we're coming up on it.
Oh, you know what? I'll bet you that's why this freeway's so large. They got to make it large enough to land a plane in here in case there's an emergency. I bet.
Do they have to?
I bet. I mean, why would it be so big, right? If they just got done doing all this stuff, and they, you know.
I never thought about it because now they got the bigger planes. So they
I
can
know,
have
but
the
you would
bigger-
think they would stripe it for another lane or two. But
That's,
they have, you know.
that's a very interesting concept.
Yeah, huh.
Weird.
Well, one of the reasons they did the interstate highway system was for that reason, and they put airports in all these little cities all over the country for post World War II or so right around World War II
Yeah.
to give you know, essentially, you know, a network of defensible.
And I guess you get the highway patrol
Infrastructure.
you get the highway patrol to close the street up. Heck, we're up to 30 people now. So we're going to San Francisco. There's only one issue that I see. San Francisco is now a mask mandate city, isn't it, Ty?
I don't know what issues are there now.
Because when we remember,
Oh no, vaccine mandate.
I mean vaccine mandate. Remember,
Oh, Jesus.
remember
sorry.
our favorite, or at least my favorite Mexican restaurant?
Mhm.
When I went there the other day with Willow, there was a sign that said, if asked, you have to provide proof of vaccination.
Unbelievable, really?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, no, I haven't experienced any of that yet, but I don't necessarily go out as much as I used to.
So I don't know if we're going to get any food here. Because here's the other issue with San Francisco, folks. San Francisco does not allow drive-thrus. So there's no fast food restaurants you can drive to even to get food.
Yeah, they prohibit even chain up until like after five places. So even there's a cop just passing 3 lanes over. Yeah. Well, I'm just like, you know, I don't know what you're probably on some.
Well, I'm only doing 70. I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you for... See, Ty's my cop watcher, too. Ty hates it when Ben and I are filming because when we're filming, we focus on filming.
Oh my goodness.
And Ty and my old friend Carlos, they're always getting pissed because they're like, when you guys are filming, you don't focus on anybody around you. You don't know what's coming at you. And it's like, because I'm focused.
No, it's just that's how they put them. It's just
My blinder,
Eddie didn't articulate it right. Basically, they put themselves inside. They immerse themselves in the situation, such that Antifa, which rehearses bad faith tactics, it leaves them exposed. For example, to somebody will. It's like a death by 1,000 bikes. Somebody will pull on the zipper. Another buddy will do something else, and then a third person, if you're not paying attention, will then reach in and grab something out of your backpack. So no one person you can't bust any one person because, oh no, the backpack was open. Oh, I was just trying to help him. It was about to fall out. It's really, they came up with all these tactics, and I documented. That's what I did. Is I went behind the scenes and kind of followed people around from the side, and, used distractive camera angles so they were playing to that camera, but then I'd have the head cam on. So I would be able to, like, for example, I was with Ben, and he was over a central fountain area. Some dude taps me on the side of the shoulder. I turn to say, what's up? He's on the other side of my shoulder, so, that whole routine. But while I'm doing my head turning, then they attack Ben. They tried to grab his stuff and knock him down or whatever. And so I had another camera angle on that, so I was able to dissect it. It's very difficult because people don't want to believe it. Ben's like, dude, why weren't you there? And I'm trying to say, hey, let's deconstruct what happened. But very few people want to do the debriefing aspect. We have to be, a drunk uncle would be somebody who would provide that valuable perspective.
Well, see, like I finally realized, after I do my show for 2 hours or whatever I do, I am wore out. You would think just sitting in front of a camera talking wouldn't wear you out, but it's like it wears your mind out, I think. I don't know what it is, but I have to decompress after my show every day.
Really?
Yeah, so I think that's what Ben has to do too. And you know how Ben, I'll tell you Ben's secret. He decompresses with some ice cream, calling his wife, and then going to bed. Right?
TMI.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like I said anything bad.
No, that's not bad.
He's the one that got me stuck eating ice cream at night too.
That's it. So, any case.
Anyways,
yeah.
You guys want to see Candlestick Park when we're driving over this the water over here?
Is it still up? Is it still up?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. I think it might turn it down.
They tear it down already?
So we're on the causeway. There's a Candlestick Park sign that has a tree growing right in front of it. Survey says. I don't see it.
Never mind, guys.
Oh no, that's even more of a letdown. It's like, it's just so iconic.
So I'm watching this on my phone. This camera has really good stabilization, dude. I'm
really?
surprised. Look, we're driving, and look at that stabilization.
That's amazing. What?
This has better stabilization than the GoPro, I think.
GoPro's pretty good.
What do you guys think about stabilization? I'm trying to read your comments, guys, but I really can't.
They puke. They get nauseous when you didn't have it.
Yeah, they do take down Candlestick. What a shame. What a shame. My friend used to always go fishing over here, though. White card? Yeah, I think so now. So right now we're in what's called Brisbane, California. There's a whole bunch of little cities all in between all these other cities.
Each one with a different personality. That's what's bizarre.
Yeah.
Like in LA, you might have 15, 30 different cities. Each one of them is the same. Here, it's like each one of them's got a slightly different
thank you,
personality.
Gypsy Lady. Thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate it.
She joined a membership on this road trip?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm just like, that's funny.
Well, because, there's some people that have never been to San Francisco, so,
Yeah,
and they only show you, little pieces here and there. We're showing you the drive-in.
Right.
We're showing. I bet you we could live
This
stream
is
all the
just
way
so
to Vegas.
foreign to me. It's just so foreign that I can understand it, I guess, a little bit. I'm just surprised you picked up membership.
Yeah, see that green, the green right there?
Yeah.
It's just the new world we live in.
That's a new world.
Like when COVID was here, I got a lot of subscribers, and they said, you know what? Why I came is because I'm stuck at home because of COVID. You're going out, you're showing me things that I can't see.
We do see. I don't know, what do you say? I don't want to pat ourselves on the back too much. It's just we're out and about quite a bit.
Yes. Like the other day, I forget where I was, and somebody commented like, "Dang, where haven't you been? Or where don't you go?" That's why I bought the trailer, folks. So I'm gonna take the trailer out on the around the country, and then if Ty wants to meet up with me, all he's got to do is fly in, and I got another bed. I actually got 2 separate beds in the trailer. The table turns into a bed, and the couch turns into a bed. And it's a slide out. So whenever, if there's some big event somewhere, I can just call Ty, say, hey, fly in, we'll meet at the big event, and stay in the trailer. And I'm buying a Honda generator so that way we'll always have power. Alright, do we want to go downtown?
I'd say we're okay still.
Think we should take Civic Center?
No,
That's
it's
what I
280. Because take San Jose, and then we'll show you a sneaky way into San Francisco.
You want to go up the hill?
No, well, we're going to Twin Peaks, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
we're
show
going to
you.
Twin Peaks first.
So yeah, so this road, the San Jose, I'll show you this little sneaky way. I used to live in San Francisco
You
for.
mean Diamond Street?
Yeah, kind of, right. But to get there though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's these little back roads to get to right below Diamond. But yeah, it's essentially Diamond.
Right by my favorite burrito place.
Yeah, you know, there was some controversy that the Farvalito or
Faralitos?
Yeah, they tried to open up one in North Beach and got denied because they eclipsed. They ran over the franchise limit of how many, 5 or 10.
Can you read what
outlets?
Gypsy Lady said? I think she donated something.
Yeah, she joined and
What is it? The bottom blue one. The bottom blue.
yeah, it says 5. Jeannie Smith. I will be there at about 4 on the 10th. About 4 on the 10th. But we'll check in the hotel, then call.
Oh, that's Jeannie. Her and her daughter are coming to Las Vegas.
Oh, neat. Oh, yeah, we got a little road.
Oh no, Gypsy Lady donated $5. Thank you, Gypsy Lady. You want me to take alimony, right?
No, keep going.
Not alimony?
Monterey.
Okay.
Alamany might be one of them, but this one.
So alimony, this road right here that we're going by, that is
It's a mission district.
no. What is the name of that place right there? That's where all the bad stuff. That's where all the gangs are. That's
Hunter's Point.
Hunters Point. That's called.
Well, left. No, then you go left. Hunter's Point is right behind Candlestick Park, essentially.
Oh, I thought that was also Hunter.
No.
Hunters Point.
Well, you can get there. That's kind of.
But
Monterey.
that neighborhood, I went and I've done some work in there, and my ex roommate was a black guy, and his aunt lived over there, and he's like, Eddie, he's all, my aunt wants you to. His aunt had a crush on me. Every time I show up, you know, she's like, she was older than us, and I roll up in my big old plumbing truck, and she's like, hey Eddie, come on baby. She want to cook me food all the time, and so. But yeah, anytime he said, Eddie, don't you dare come in my neighborhood in the middle at nighttime after dark. He's all, you're white and you will get fucked up. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if we go straight, this will take us to you want to go the straight one, right?
Right. Well, there's also a sneaky way.
Yeah, if we turn right, that'll take us to.
Right, you can take a little quick right here, and then you can jog over to what's that part? No, what's that?
That's Glen Park.
That part's Glen Park.
Should we take Glen Park?
Yeah, I think only because it's just a sneaky little way. So there's multiple ways you can get in here. One straight ahead, which is a good way to get to 19th Avenue.
Yeah, that'll take us to, what's that street starts with an S? It's right there by San Francisco.
Oh, Sloan?
Sloan. If you go straight here,
Sloan.
This will turn into Sloan, I think.
Sloan. Oh, really? Huh. Which will take you by the zoo. So San Jose Zoo, there's San Francisco Zoo would be straight ahead-ish. Ocean Beach would be straight ahead.
Yeah. The only thing, I got to get a new cover for this mic because it's going to be freaking loud.
Are you banging on the window right now? What are they saying?
No, I'm talking about because the wind up there. See, look, we're way behind. We're still driving on the freeway in there. Unless my phone's
I know. Well, go straight.
Let's go straight. Yeah, let's go the different way.
That would work too.
I took them up
both
that way
them,
last time.
Both of them essentially get, but this right here is that little sneaky.
Last time I took them that way. We'll
right here. Right. There you go.
Oh, you want to go
yeah,
this
just
way?
up and over, and then make a left at the end. You'll see. So this kind of go right, and then left. Now I'm showing my age here. So right.
It's all right. I was gonna go the other way because that's where the rich houses are.
Yeah, then left. There you go. Yeah, those are exactly. But this is the sneaky way.
Yeah. All right, guys. So when you saw me the other day when we came this way, when we went up that one hill, we're gonna go up that hill again. It's very curvy. All right, we're gonna put that battery back underneath it.
Right.
Can you reach it?
I just get loose on the signal.
Potential scam.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta buy something to hold my camera.
Oh shoot. I think if we went straight,
No, we're going the right way.
Oh yeah?
No, we're going right.
And then this is.
We're gonna take the curvy road up.
So all these little branches down here, we could have gone straight ahead and gone through another way up. This way, this will bring us to the base of Twin Peaks, This is like more of an expressway. If you went right here, it'd be Glen Park.
That's weird. Our audio or video is messed up.
See, if you went down there, it's a little Glen Park, and then you take that road up. See if you can see that blue Toyota if it goes up. Oh yeah, see the car right there? See right there? That's what we focus on. When we go from the intersection. There you go. See that road? So you go up that road. And back over here. Yeah, it'd be cool if we get like a producer, like a joke uncle or somebody who, you know, reads the comments and says, hey, you know, hey, you know. But it's usually just the one person on the phone line, as opposed to like a group moderator chat. Like Discord would be, it seems to be innovative, you know.
Yeah.
The way that you were thinking, or do they use Discord?
They use Discord.
Oh, that's what you've heard.
Yeah.
Well, let me at least roll this up so the battery doesn't fly out the window.
Then the other thing, we're getting a little grainy stuff. What do you call it?
Video.
Yeah, the video's not coming out so good on my phone.
Oh, the seatbelt's killing me, dude.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It just, no matter where you move, it keeps locking. You have to go all the way in. Just blocking. Did it get out of focus or not?
I think it's getting there, it's focused.
Yeah, you can just put a. Don't you have a GoPro mount that you can put on the window?
Yeah, but it's. I think that's too heavy for the GoPro.
No, but that's what you use your GoPro for your cam.
Yeah, but right now we're having trouble with the GoPro. Remember, there's no sound.
I understood. I'm just saying the.
Once we figure that out.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some testing today, guys.
For this trip.
We're gonna stay alive until we go eat food, and then.
Huh.
I know, Donnie. I know, big guy, huh? He's my big monster, huh?
So what you have to do on this right here is you have to essentially hook it up so you can see the video through your phone, and then it'll automatically do a firmware update.
Okay.
So just, you know, on both phones, just periodically connect it to your phone.
Sure.
And just so you can, I think it'll just automatically do whatever it needs to do, I think.
Can you see the battery level on the camera? Somewhere up here. Top left.
Clear. Is there a percent? 6 minutes?
Is that all that's left?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we need to plug it in.
Can you plug it into the photo audio?
Yeah, it's gonna go into this one. But I believe
Into the 12?
hold on. No, I think it's a 20. It's that one's a 19 volt, I think. So there. Okay, plug her in.
To where? DC?
What does it say on the back?
It says 6 minutes. Cool. Stop sign.
Alright, I wonder if it's true, if it's plugged in. Why is the light on? The light came back on now. Because what I was hoping to do is I could do a real quick switch out.
You don't have something you can just plug into your cigarette lighter?
No, not for this.
Huh.
Not for this. This is DC. No, see, the red light's not on. So it's not charging it. Shit. In my orange backpack tie? In my orange backpack here, I think if we do a battery switch, it might stay live. Can you see my orange backpack?
How are you going to do a battery switch?
I'm just gonna have to try it.
Oh.
So guys, here's this. I'm gonna do a battery switch.
Backpack?
Yeah. It should be the battery charger. I don't know which one it is. I'm gonna do a battery switch, folks. If it shuts off, then we're gonna start live again once we get up to the top. How about that?
Well, we got 6 minutes. Just run up the battery.
I guess another big one. It's on the charger and everything. Yeah.
Little guy?
Do the bigger one. The bigger one holds more battery.
How do you release it?
It's just a slide. Push. Let's see what's the power at. Okay, we have 100%. All right, guys, I'm gonna try and switch batteries out real quick. It might cut out for a second.
You don't want to make it to Twin Peaks? Sucks.
Yeah, just playing the same thing over and over again. It didn't work like I